Totally.
Random.
Hobbies.
Hey guys, it's Twisty.
D Fresh.
And we are joined today by Baba, and we are filming episode 4 of Teen Wolf.
Yep.
Now this time because we're just so far behind on our episodes, we're going to not reenact it. I know for those of you who missed our reenacting, I'm so sorry. But we're not going to reenact it for this one just to save time. So you can get caught back up on the episodes specifically, but
you are going to get a 2.5-minute rundown by Mr. Twisty here of the plot.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Twisty, take it.
Okay, it opens up with they're at the vet with Dr. Dean and Scott, and they are analyzing a patron has brought in a pet, and they find actual mistletoe in his poop. The pet runs away. The owner chases after it. Eventually, the owner gets taken and most likely killed, but he just right at the point he's missing. And the dog runs back to Scott because they realize he's the alpha. Derek actually meets up with the teacher. Her name is Jennifer, what teacher almost died in last episode. And they make a joke about an allegory for McCarthyism. Then there's the locker room scene with Danny, Styles, and Scott, in which actually Danny offers to sleep with Styles. Isn't that hilarious? Then they have Ethan and Aiden attack Isaac. Well, actually, they don't actually. They attack him actually running because they're running for the lacrosse team that they participate in, and they actually go out there and attack. Scott actually interferes. Then they actually find the dead body of Kyle, which was the dog owner. Then Scott and Isaac and Styles all bicker about the fact is the human sacrifices or is it the wolves that's actually killing all these people. Then Cora and Derek are in the room working out, and eventually the alarm sounds off, and Ennis, Callie, and DeCallion enter, and Callie ends up stabbing Derek with a pipe. Miss Merle and Allison slightly get a small bickerment about the fact why was Allison really there and why is Miss Morrell really there at the event with the bank, and she actually gets attention. And Isaac and the twins are out there in the hallway, and Isaac gets framed for beating up on the twins because the twins actually beat each other up. It was funny. Then Styles asks about Kyle being a virgin as his girlfriend because technically Kyle's dead, and come to find out he is not a virgin because the FBI is now looking for a serial killer. The memorial at Kyle's locker, Styles actually runs into Boyd, and Boyd actually finds a picture of him being in the ROTC.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaac and Allison get locked in the closet because they're in both in detention. They have to stop Jander's closet. Someone actually pushes the drink machine in front of it where they can't get out. Isaac has a panic attack, almost ends up attacking Allison when he does scratch her, and Scott breaks in and saves them. So then they come up with a plan together to frame the twins for actually plotting against them. Actually runs the motorcycle inside the building, which is really funny, and Isaac jumps off, and actually Aiden gets blamed for it. Ethan stays in school, so Aiden actually gets suspended. Then Deucalion gives a giant speech while Derek is still bleeding to death about how to consume your pack is actually to gain power and make you even more powerful alpha, and gave a speech that I'm the alpha, I'm the apex of apex predators, I am death, I am the demon wolf. Scary man. Then Lydia's sitting in the music class drawing, and why is she sitting in music class drawing? Because Lydia has one of her moments again where she just ends up, she doesn't know where the heck she is. And the whole class leaves. She actually listens to a little recording of the piano teacher playing, and he actually gets taken too. Then Styles goes to see Dr. Dean because Dr. Dean always knows everything, and come to find out there's a such thing as a wise oak, and it's from the Gaelic language. Then come to find out that the Alphas attack Scott and Isaac because they are upset about the whole motorcycle thing and get suspended. They attack him in the hallway, and Deucalion enters and disciplines them both. And then they find out that there's also Dark Oak, which is Duroc, and the teacher, the annoying science teacher, gets tied up at the end, and we think he possibly dies.
That was way too long.
All right, our favorite quote of the night was, we actually agreed on this one. This is a conversation between Styles and Danny, in which Styles says, I need to have sex. Someone needs to sex me like right now.
And Danny replies, come over to my house about 9 o'clock and bring some clothes because if you're gonna stay the night, because I like to cuddle.
Oh, that's so sweet. Are you serious?
No.
Don't say no. Don't play with a guy's emotions like that.
Yes.
So,
It was a very, very, very touching scene between Styles and Danny.
and I love the fact that they are totally aware of him being gay, and no one is bothered by it. But
Oh, I
this,
actually miss Danny. He was like a funny character.
I think we miss him because his interactions with Jackson was always really interesting. It showed how close of friends they are, even though Jackson was
Yeah, it showed how gay they were.
so it was very interesting that how their portrayal of gay in high school wasn't a big deal. Which I'm wondering, is that a trend that's actually true in high school, or is it just they're trying to not offend anyone in high school?
They're just trying to cover their tracks.
Right. Some quotes that Baba mentioned was once again our conversation with the Styles and Danny. Awesome. It's a conversation between Coach and Scott when he says maybe he was a homeless kid. Scott says, Coach, Kyle was a senior. And Coach says, oh God, he wasn't on the team, was he? Then another one was
they're concerned for that team, man.
Between Styles and Lydia. You know there's a temple in Calcutta that they use to sacrifice a child every day. That's every day a dead baby, Lydia. Every day. Hey, you know what today is? It's Dead Baby Day. Oh no, wait. That's every day. Every day is Dead Baby Day. Yeah. Why are you telling me this? Was that not? That was just some nice quotes. I am the demon wolf. Was that supposed to be scary? It just looks silly.
I am the demon wolf.
Actually,
it was like the fake lightning.
Right, and everything was led up to it. Honestly, I didn't know what he was gonna say, but I didn't think demon wolf, which made me actually question: was he actually a demon wolf? I don't know.
Is he really a demon wolf, or is he just saying he's a demon wolf?
Right, we don't know. Is he the demon wolf?
Is he
Mistletoe. Something I was a little unsure of. What is the link other than the fact that the Druid priest used mistletoe? And am I the only one who thinks mistletoe is a cute thing that's used for Christmas? I really didn't know it was anything else.
And apparently it's dangerous and poisonous to dogs.
Well, yeah, but I thought it'd be dangerous and poisonous to humans if consumed. I didn't think we could eat it.
I didn't know, and I don't know why the dog was eating the mistletoe.
Right.
You know, sometimes I just think animals know what would kill them and what won't.
Well, no, the dog.
I said I would think.
Oh,
I didn't say
giving him credit. So Derek has gone. This is from Baba. Derek has gone from his burned up crack shack of a family home to that abandoned subway station to this swanky loft with the werewolf intruder security. I have to completely agree. He went from like broke to broker to this.
He got that money from his uncle.
I'd believe that if they were living together. But
maybe he just gave it to him after he killed him. I don't know.
She mentioned nicely visiting Isaac's abusive past. The twins know about it, and when they locked him in the closet because it seemed like they wanted him to wolf out on Allison and knew just how to do it. That was very interesting because I even forgot about Isaac's past until they showed the scene where he's locked in the freezer again. And so we're like, oh my gosh, they're using his claustrophobia against him. But how would they know that? They didn't know Isaac then, so it's very
Some about that was weird.
So I would believe that like Scott or Styles could use it against him, but
but they wouldn't do that.
But having said that, it might not have been the twins that did it. We're accusing the twins, but it may not have been the twins that did it.
Right. It could have been Dukalalian.
So we can't even know. How would he know?
Dukalalian. Like, how does he know anything?
Right. So how did Lydia know Mr. Harris had a military connection based off his desk plaque? Apparently so, because that's how we were all supposed to figure it out. So
but then it actually kind of made sense, his attitude, when they said that. But I mean, nobody knew until they were like, he has a past in the military, and then we see this plaque on his desk, and
we just accept it.
Yes.
But then I always think Allison knows more because she's like had profiles on all the teachers and stuff. I just feel like she knows more about people because their family's just weird.
Oh, Lydia that knew that.
Oh, it was Lydia, not Allison. So see, it would make more sense if Allison knew. I would just believe it. But with Lydia, I just want to believe that, she's psychic. I don't know. How did Lydia know Miss Harris had a military connection? So, yeah. Are the twins Deucalion's son? Is being an alpha genetic or are they not biological? I do question the fact about him being his son because later on in another episode, which you know in the future, they there's something weird that happens where Duke Allen is forced to take out an alpha, and so why did he not do that to them? So maybe there is some other connection there that we honestly don't have never paid attention. I didn't think about them being his children. Derek making Isaac leave was sad, and Mr. Harris knew his attacker. But Mr. Harris is one of the other teachers that just knows more than what they let on.
Yeah.
The alarm goes off and trouble incoming, and yet no one cares. If an alarm sounds, do you run?
You stand there and look at it.
I was so upset by this. This ball, they didn't get in defensive position. They didn't ready to wolf out. They didn't grab a gun. They didn't do nothing. Just stand there. Oh, that means trouble coming. So, the pole being stuck in a derrick for more than 8 hours. They start at the beginning of the school day. They enter into his house. They stab him. They go through a whole school day, and finally, the pole gets removed. Do you know how long that pole has been in him grinding on his organs? Seriously?
Well, he was healing as it was grinding.
So you're right. Callie does look like his mother. I didn't understand the reference of how they knew Derek's people like that. I didn't know if I'm supposed to know, or it's one of the things I'm gonna later find out. But either way, I was like, what? So, what's a fanatic? They said that, and I didn't understand what that meant at all. I don't know if I was supposed to know what that meant. I have no idea what that means. Um, how does Derek know him? Because it did seem like Derek said he knew him. I don't know how Derek knew him either.
Is it Callie?
And I'm a little bit curious as an overall arching question about the twins. If you kill one of them, can they still transform into a wolf? Or together they're the alpha, but separately, what are they? Are they anything?
Puppies.
And then it makes me wonder. Then it makes me also wonder if it's like Baba said about them being non-biological if they weren't even actually originally even they were created.
I
So
don't know because they were stitched together when they.
and then they had this whole idea, this overlying idea of the druid. We're starting to learn more about Dr. Deaton, about what is his really draw and pull into all this. How much does he know? And we're starting to understand it must be something with magic. It has to be. I don't know how magical it gets. We're not really sure because a lot of times when you say advisors, the advisors were magical ones. Merlin was advisor to King Arthur. So we're assuming that it's something along those lines. We're not really for sure what. And now there's someone else who could possibly do this. And it makes me think it must be Miss Morel because she's the only other person that would possibly know about magic, being his sis. You don't know that yet. But it would be interesting if she was the one that was tying Mr. Harris up and possibly killing him. Maybe because she had to. I don't know. But Mr. Harris clearly knew this attacker. And which makes you think it had to be staff or a student.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Staff or student because he did know. He was like, I did everything you asked. And then
So
they killed him.
More. Can't wait till the next episode. So, very curious to know what happens. It's Twisting.
Deep breath.
Bye bye. Thanks for your responses. Love you guys.